Welcome. You may be seated, please. Good evening, and welcome to the 6th annual commencement ceremony for Johns Creek High School. Seated before me this evening is a group of outstanding students that represent our school, our community, our country, and the world in their accomplishments. Tonight, we take time to recognize our seniors and relish in both the individual and collective work of the class of 2015. This evening is very special. It marks both the end of a milestone and the beginning of limitless possibilities. Despite the significant changes in education over the 13 years you have been in school, you have demonstrated mastery of content, excellence in the application of knowledge, and fortitude in sending the message that Johns Creek High School is and always will be a school that represents the best in integrity, service, and excellence. In academics, you have soared. Johns Creek High School has once again been recognized as one of the top 10 high schools in the state of Georgia. Johns Creek High School has one of the top CCRPI scores in the state, and we've been awarded 5 recognitions by the College Board for student success in our advanced placement program. Our students are successful because of the teachers and staff that represent the epitome of excellence in education. Teachers, I am so blessed to work with such amazing people. Your passion for your students, the countless hours you work each and every week, and your ability and talent to teach have provided all of our graduating seniors with a world-class education. At this time, I ask that the faculty and staff of Johns Creek High School stand and be recognized by our seniors and guests. Parents, you are Johns Creek High School. Your vision as a community and your collective efforts as parents have shaped and molded the impressive group of graduates that we have here today. Thank you all for everything you have done to support both Johns Creek High School and your students. I ask now for all of our parents to stand and to be recognized by our seniors at this time. Seniors, you are stunning. Among you are athletes who have both individually and teams made state playoffs in girls volleyball, boys lacrosse, girls golf, including Janet Mao, the best female high school golfer in the state. Girls competition cheer, boys and girls basketball, track and field, including Alura Lala, the state Georgia Positive Athlete of the Year for her sport. Wrestling, swimming, boys and girls tennis. Excellence in the arts is evident as seated among you are Schuler Award nominees. Josh Cohen, a Student Emmy Award honorable mention recipient. Hannah Nazir, a Georgia Poet Laureate Prize finalist. Sierra Kazin, an award-winning visual artist. Johns Creek High School has a world-renowned student orchestra led by one of the most notable high school orchestra instructors, Mr. Young Kim. We have a band and chorus that year after year receives superior ratings in competitions. In service, seniors, you represent thousands of hours of commitment to charity, including Relay for Life, Girls Rising, the Ivy Hall Assisted Living Center, the Karen Wellington Foundation, and North Fulton Community Charities. In career technical arts are regional, state, and national winners for FBLA and DECA. And among you are 2 stars. Our Professional Association of Georgia Educators star student is Catherine Z., who achieved the highest score on a single test date of the SAT and is in the top 10% of her graduating class. Our Fulton County School District star student is Miss Kennedy Coe. Kennedy represents resilience through battles that no high school student should have to endure, and I am in admiration of your spirit and talent. Seniors, while you've certainly learned a great deal from us, I've also learned from you. Here are some of the valuable lessons I've learned in serving my first year as principal at Johns Creek High School. I've learned that if you have a Hawaiian day, the seniors are going to bring a George Foreman grill to the courtyard and have a cookout. I learned that red velvet is the best flavor at Sarah's Donuts, and I learned that if you bring an extra to Mr. Dice, you're in good with him. I learned that the very best way to enjoy school events is to sit with the Gladiator Army, fostered by Mr. Jordan Smith and led by the student with the most incredible smile and school spirit, Michael Marianos. I learned that if you even try the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A in the morning, you're going to have a conversation with Miss India Reed. I learned, well, sort of learned, the touchdown dance that stands head and shoulders above any spirit dance I've witnessed in my many years in education. And I learned that if you need comfortable seating for the stadium, just talk to John Davenport and he'll bring you a couch. And I learned if you start a selfie trend, you better be ready to follow through at every event, even graduation. Are you ready? But most importantly, I learned that the class of 2015 is really awesome. At Johns Creek, as a senior class, you did something you never had to do when you learned you were going to have a new principal. You embraced me. You asked me to consider ideas. You allowed me room for error and forgave me. You hugged me, and you were kind to me. As you graduate this evening and begin your path of life, you will face many ups and downs, successes and failures, challenges and triumphs. Let me leave you with some advice of one of my favorite writers, George Saunders, a professor at Syracuse University. In a speech to graduates a few years ago, he said, and I paraphrase, "Do all of the amazing things you can. Travel, get rich, get famous, innovate, lead, fall in love, make and lose fortunes. But as you do, err in the direction of kindness." Because, he said to his graduates, for all that he accomplished in life, his only regret was when he missed the opportunities to be kind. Seniors, I wish you the best, and I wish you a life of kindness. At this time, I would ask that you rise for the presentation of colors and our national anthem.
And the rocket flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, everyone. I would like to take this time to recognize some special attendees that are here with us today. You may be seated. That's my bed. If you would please stand at the sound of your name. Dr. Rob Anderson, Area Superintendent of the Northeast Learning Community and the newly named Deputy Superintendent of Academics for Fulton County Schools. Dr. Jimmy Zoll, Principal of Autry Mill Middle School. Mrs. Laura Zoll, Principal of Dalvin Elementary. Mr. Trey Martin, Principal of State Bridge Elementary. Mrs. Tiffany Hutchins, Principal of Medlock Bridge Elementary. Dr. Norman Sauce, Principal of Barnwell Elementary. Mr. Adam Center, Chairperson of our School Governance Council. To our teachers, thank you for exceeding your call of duty to change our lives even outside the classroom walls. For me, the philosophies of Kurt Vonnegut have forged my cognition, and the depths of quantum physics have captured my fascination. You demanded excellence from us, whether or not we chose to give it, and that has made us into an honorable class of graduates. Thank you to our parents, who have deemed to be our eternal backbones throughout this experience. You commiserated through the dramas of our everyday lives, granting us omission and opportunity to learn for ourselves. Thank you for all of your support. My fellow students, we only began this journey 4 brief years ago, and the time has already come for us to embark on the next chapter of our lives. Together, we stand on the precipice of our future, right now in this moment. Capture it, feel it, thrive in your accomplishments, for this is no longer a distant reality, and this is the only time you'll experience this intimacy. The humor of time is that in the duration of experiencing it, it prolongs on and on to seem like an infinity of minutes and seconds, and so on. From those 55 minutes of class to hours of AP testing and finals. Ironically, reminiscing on the past, it appears to have gone by so incredibly fast. Time flies. That is no overstatement, and we typically fail to utilize each day to its full potential. Ralph Waldo Emerson once asked what we would do if the stars came out only every 1,000 years. No one would sleep that night, of course, and everyone would become religious overnight, made rapturous by the glory of God. But instead, the stars come out every night, and we disregard. The stars can be compared to time, whereas we have it, but we do not truly appreciate it until it is gone. We are each given 24 hours, and you decide what you do with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not simply gathered here today on this fine May evening in an ordinary auditorium, but we are all strapped in, seated together on a gigantic ball, whirling around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. How beautiful is that, to be a part of something so brilliantly greater than us? And how blessed are we to be given such an immense contingency to do whatever we want and to succumb to the avidities of our hearts. I demand you do not waste your time, but use it till it runs out. Drain the life out of it. Dearest friends, my greatest fear is to live a life of irrelevance, suppressed in the shadows of everyday mundane obstacles. So aim to be the game changer and greatly impact lives. I challenge you to take the diploma you received today and do something for this world. Your time begins now. Thank you. Am I going back this way?
Two students from the Johns Creek High School class of 2015, considering coursework through all of their years in high school, have attained the two highest cumulative averages among their peers who were enrolled continuously with us at Johns Creek High School from the first day of the fall semester. Both will be sharing words of wisdom with us this evening. At this time, I ask Susan Yoon to join me at the podium. I present to you the salutatorian of the class of 2015.
I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. Oh. Yes, let's just do that. Thank you. Hey, good evening, everyone. There are so many people here tonight. People who have shaped each one of us into incredible human beings. And we don't thank them enough. So, on behalf of the graduates, I'd like to thank parents and siblings like Anna, my older sister by 60 seconds, friends, guests, and the faculty and staff for always being here for us. I'd like to give special thanks to my parents and any other parents of triplets and twins for handling the daunting task of dealing with multiple unpredictable 18-year-olds. I'd like to take a moment to individually thank my teachers for being so wonderful. Mr. Kim and my fellow orchestra and band folks for playing Pomp and Circumstance a bazillion times. They play at least 10 times, I think, I counted. Mr. Jocham for teaching us the opportunity cost of college. Mr. Tran for helping us stay sane with college apps. Coach Hall and my Georgia Tech Calc class for teaching me what senioritis is early on. Dr. Bosco for teaching me and rest of your students that we won't die without our cell phones for an hour every day. Miss Ritter and my sixth period class for a guaranteed good hour laughing over unpredictable topics like a ridiculous 4-hour debate over a pie crust in the Grace of Wrath. Finally, thank you to the rest of the faculty for encouraging us to love and enjoy your respective subjects. So, class of 2015, cliches aside, as I am standing here before you, I can finally say that we made it. For the past 4 years, we've been through more natural disasters than I could ever imagine. We've been through a tornado evacuation and a snow apocalypse this year. We survived the brutally stagnant hours on WebAssign, projects, and weeks when it seemed like all tests and assignments magically happened to be due at the same time. We didn't just succeed in academics, though. We thrived in extracurriculars, such as the Gladiator Army, who kept up our school spirit at pep rallies and all kinds of sports games. We have athletes who train early in the morning before school even starts, something that I could never do. Our athletes attend playoffs, regionals, and state competitions in golf, track and field, swim, dive, tennis, lacrosse, soccer, and so many others. And allow me to give you a recap over all that happened this year. Our marching band and color and winter guards had a winning season and brought home trophies that were taller than me, like all the way up here. Our orchestra was selected to perform at the GMA conference this year in Savannah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Our Young Science Olympiad team went to state with more than half of the team being seniors. Our robotics team, which was founded just last year by a current senior Patrick Shin, grew exponentially. We have a superb debate team at the school consisting of policy and public forum kids led by our senior debate captain, Layla Ghazi. Woo! Woo! As expected, our mock trial demolished the competition up until the district level. Words cannot explain the extensive talent of thespians and our backstage crew. 5 extremely talented seniors hosted our first student-directed one-act plays this year. Finally, thanks to Jared Dinkerman, who started the JCNN game shows and found a way to eat up more time on Friday mornings. After all, we learn how to flourish in the areas that we are most passionate about and learn how to respect our peers' works within JCHS. When I think about our school, Steve Jobs' quote, which I made my life motto, comes to mind. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Some of us already know or think we know what we want to do in life. But the majority of us don't really know. Continue to explore new fields to find what you want to pursue in life. It is never too late to pick up a new language, new sports, new instrument, new friends, and of course, new TV shows. Remain open-minded and don't limit yourself. Even after you found that one thing you love, there are going to be times when you have doubts and feel lost. If you endure the hard times, you will succeed and emerge stronger than before. With effort and perseverance, you can do anything. There are more years to come where we are going to decide for ourselves who we truly want to be. Just remember, this is the beginning. Thank you, class of 2015.
At this time, I ask Anna Yoon to join me at the podium. I present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2015.
Good evening, Johns Creek families, Poles and Sperry's, and vineyard vines. BMWs, every morning run to Starbucks and Sarah's Donuts, and Cancun for spring break. This characterization, like most stereotypes, contains more than a grain of truth. In this case, the truth of privilege and possibility. Let's face it, we have been pampered. We have one of the nicest school buildings in the area with furniture in the hallways and TVs in the cafeteria. But not only have we been coddled by beautiful facilities, but also by the many opportunities for excellence. Class of 2015, academically, our school ranks among the top 5 public schools in the state and among the top 300 in the nation. Many people move in from nearby areas, out of state, and even from across the world in order to attend Johns Creek High School. Johns Creek is, in itself, a microcosm of the world. We have experienced the gift of diversity. As powerful a motivating force as our successes have been, the diversity of opinions among this class has been the most lasting and powerful influence for me. Our volleyball, track and field, and tennis team consistently placed top 4 in the state. Our great debate and science Olympiad teams placed at state competitions. Our drama and ABTF department never fails to wow us and the Johns Creek community with their stellar productions. Our marching band wins competitions, and our orchestra performs at many prestigious conventions. We have incredible newspaper, magazine, and yearbook staffs who document every detail of our 4-year experience. And our student government provides us with amazing social events throughout the years. Another stereotypical characterization of the privilege is that we are often in debt. Another grain of truth. We are most certainly indebted, most of all, to the extraordinary faculty here. No questions left unanswered, no possibilities wasted. These teachers have given us constant help and support, and they have done an amazing job preparing us for our futures. Ms. Meir, your enthusiasm and hard work had helped me and other students push ourselves far beyond our limits. Mr. Maley, I don't know if he's here right now, but thank you for making physics enjoyable and approachable. Mr. Mercer, you're always there for your students, and we appreciate your and the counseling department's endless support throughout our high school careers. And thank you, Ms. Johnson, for taking the time to attend our music concerts and athletic events. But more importantly, thank you for being the first one to tweet us about the snow days and delays. Unfortunately, we can't thank all of our great faculty right now, so after this is over, I urge you to find your teachers and thank them for what they have done. But for now, let's give all of our faculty a round of applause. We are also forever indebted to our families and friends whose love and support are worth their weight in gold. Thank you for always being there. Class of 2015, we have an entire team of dedicated people on our side. And quite frankly, living without all this will be a challenge. As Johns Creek students, we're also well aware of the old adage, with great privilege comes great responsibility. Gladiators care about others. We have students who volunteer in South America and Africa every break. We have learned about serving our community through the Atlanta Community Food Bank and other charities. We have raised over $7,000 for Girl Rising Project and many more, too numerous to list here today. So here we are. In an hour, we'll be graduating and heading into the world to make our mark. Look around you. You're sitting among the next leaders in business, engineering, and law. In a few years, some of us will be politicians. Others will be teachers, game show hosts, Olympic athletes, or actors. We don't know what the future holds for us, but we know that we will make a difference. So, as we make our way into the world without rigid measures provided by grades, the College Board, athletic placements, and myriad of other standards, most of us feel relieved. But we must remain mindful of how we carry ourselves into the world at large. Albert Einstein once said, "Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value." Define success according to what you value. Don't place yourself into a narrow definition or stereotype someone else has set for you. Define your own values using the lessons you have learned here at JC. Go out and find your passion and use that passion to improve and serve the world. Johns Creek's warmth, intellectual engagement, dedication to excellence, and unity in the presence of diversity are all worth holding on to. So thank you, JCHS, for teaching us, for coddling us, and for helping us create such unforgettable memories. Congratulations, class of 2015. I wish you luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
When you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Oh, when the water rises, you build a wall.
When the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name.
This has been an exciting 4 years, and as administrator for the senior class, I am proud to have experienced it with the 494 seniors graduating today. Tonight, it is my honor to report this year's scholarship offerings. I am proud to announce that 346 seniors are considered Hope or Zell Miller eligible. Yeah. Just to reference that, to be Hope eligible, students must obtain a 3.0 GPA by calculating all academic courses. To be Zell Miller eligible, students must obtain a 3.7 GPA by calculating all academic courses and additionally obtaining a minimum score of 1,200 on the math and reading portions of the SAT, or a 26 composite score on the ACT test in a single administration. While this has been our largest graduating class, it has also been our largest number of Hope's recipients. I would like to take this time to congratulate those in our graduating class who have been offered these outstanding scholarships and grants. It is important to mention that the scholarships and grants listed in your graduation program reflect those that were reported by our seniors as of May 15th, so additional ones could be coming. These scholarships were awarded for exceptional academics, athletics, community service, and leadership. Therefore, combining the Hope scholarships along with these exceptional scholarships, the class of 2015 will potentially receive over $7,771,192. That's pretty amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, just join me in applauding these young people on their outstanding achievements. Congratulations, seniors.
Mr. Evan Dice. Okay. I see him now. He was eating a Sarah's donut.
Good evening. My name is Evan Dice, and I'm a member of the Johns Creek High School English Department. I was lucky enough this year to have taught the 2015 recipient of the JCHS Faculty Cup. The Faculty Cup is sponsored by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Each spring, faculty members nominate and vote to determine which senior best represents our core values of integrity, service, and excellence. This year's winner is a quiet force in the classroom who we believe will have a tremendous, albeit subtle, impact on everyone she crosses paths with. It's a pleasure and an honor to present the 2015 Johns Creek High School Faculty Cup to Annika Dupree. Annika, will you please join us on stage? She loves attention, so if you could clap it up one more time for Annika Dupree.
The Principal's Award is given annually and selected by the principal. It is awarded to the senior who demonstrates unrivaled devotion and service to Johns Creek High School. The recipient this year has spent her high school career dedicated to Johns Creek High School by serving as a role model for excellence in academics, the arts, and service to the school. She's involved in many facets of the school, including orchestra, drama, and leadership. Her knowledge and input has been incredibly valuable to me. She emits a warm spirit and is kind and caring to all of our students. It is my pleasure to present the 2015 Principal's Award to a young woman whose name I can never pronounce correctly. Shamsia Khan, please join me on the stage. Shamsia's award reads for service above and beyond the call of duty, Johns Creek High School, 2015. Thank you. Faculty, staff, family members, and guests, the time has come for the rite of passage for which we've all gathered tonight. As principal of Johns Creek High School, at this time I release the following diplomas for awarding to our Johns Creek High School graduating class of 2015. Dr. Rob Anderson, Area Assistant Superintendent for our Northeast Learning Community, and newly named Fulton County Schools Deputy Superintendent of Academics, will now certify the graduates you see sitting here this evening. Dr. Anderson?
Thank you. By the authority vested in me by the Fulton County Board of Education, I certify that these graduates have met the graduation requirements of the state of Georgia and are hereby entitled to the rights and privileges afforded to holders of a Georgia high school diploma. Congratulations. Graduates, please come forward.
Ha Yun Anna Yoon. Jong Yoon Susan Yoon. Bailey Shea Morris. Katie Marie Tortorello. Anisha Veena Anand. Sevda Arjaman. Bridget Grace Ballard. Elizabeth Marie Bond. Felicia Cheyenne Clemens. Kennedy Gabrielle Coe. McKenna Perry Conboy. Samira Dani. Sarah Rebecca Doverspike. Claire Elizabeth Gaddis. Hope Vivian Hahn. Marcelo Ignacio Lagos. Haley Elise Lindstrom. Christopher John Peterson. Rachel Alexandra Rashbaum. Marilyn Rivera. Maisie Cheyenne Smith. Alistair Robert Soray. Alexis Arlene Taylor. Shinyu Zhou. Joseph Harris Adabi. Matthew Moshood Adams. Andrew Dalton Akins. Kirsten Deborah Altimus. Jasmine Manasia Amoros King. Abigail Lucille Amland. Tyler James Anastasia. Chase Russell Anderton. Eduardo Reynoso Anguiano. Akil Snigtha Anil. Patrick Edmund Armstrong. Gazel Aurora. Rebecca Joyce Arrington. Morgan Elizabeth Asbell. Weston Liam Avison. Scott Alexander Asmar. Nicholas Elliott Babcock. Junsu Bay. Angela Bagdasarian. Alyssa Morgan Baird. Nash Stephen Barney. Christian Davis Baum. Ricardo Arnaldo Bean. Nicholas Paul Bine. Philip Miles Bell. James Spencer Belknap. Derek Bishley Bollet. Had to be him. Emily Elizabeth Blackwood. Sean Michael Boudreau. Jackson William Bowers. Timothy Jack Boyd. Yasmin Kaiser Bregeth. Thank you. Mecca Dominique Mujuela Brewer. Todd Dennison Brooks. Alexandra Sarah Brown. Berkeley Kelleher Bryan. Kentrell Jersey Bryant. Allie Marie Buchanan. David James Buck. Benjamin Daniel Berg. Samuel Arthur Berg. Bryce Kenton Burns. Annabelle Mathis Butler. Benjamin Davis Butler. Hugh Bird. Yoni Kaduri. Chase Prescott Campbell. Katrina Martin Carbone. Caroline Marie Cassidy. Diana Elena Castellanos Williams. Margaret Graham Caswell. Caroline Grace Caulfield. Joseph Ralph Cecil. Kevin Ray Chai. Alexa Emily Chang. Karen Bellingrath Chappelle. Lauren Jean Chiodo. Sarah Choi. Mohammed Faison Chundrigar. Madison Rose Simperman. Williams Nichols Clark. Nathaniel Paul Clary. Hampton Thomas Cobb. Reagan Brooke Cochran. Joshua David Cohen. Courtney Ann Colavito. Stephen Alexander Connor. Carly Nicole Consor. Riley Kate Cordis. Kinsey Lee Corday. Catherine Stewart Cosgrove. Cole Braden Crawford. Nicole Kimberly Crawford. Joseph Anthony Cruz. Jared Ross Dangramond. Alexander Brown Daughtry. John William Davenport III. Tiffany Amber Davenport. Angelica Elizabeth Davis. Allie Catherine Dawson. Jordan Brianna Dean. Julissa Nicole De Leon. Andrew Phillips Dell. Mackenzie Morgan Dent. Shannon Marie Devine. Keegan Michael Dieterle. Zachary James Doan. Anthony Daniel Donis. Camila Arena dos Santos. Richard Anthony Douglas. Giovanni Rafael Duyon. Stephen Eric Dreilinger. Madison Hunt Dubois. Austin Harold Dudman. Jackson Kennedy Dumas. Gabrielle Amanda Duncan. Lindsay Catherine Duncan. Annika Morgan Dupree. Nicholas Terry Dupree. Tyler Lincoln Dupree. Olivia Catherine Durant. Shakila Eskandari. Bala Raji Eswaran. Madison Taylor Fairber. Victoria Rose Fahey. Roxanne Farhan. Bennett Wachman Farina. Bradford James Farley. Catherine Ann Farnham. Samantha Jean Fade. Sydney Caroline Fitch. Colin Joseph Fitzpatrick. Michael Dunn Francisconi. Brooke Lynn Friedman. Hannah Noel Froats. Ross Edward Funky. Matthew Alexander Fernie. Jordan Scout Gage. Olivia Grace Gage. Pujitha Ganji. Karen Marie Gargiulo. Sarah Beth Gatenby. Stephen Spence Gay. Elizabeth Ann Getzowich. Leila Ghazi. Thomas James Giardino. Victoria Lynn Gillen. Haley Elizabeth Glerup. Sarah Whitney Golden. Matthew Theodore Goldenberg. Jayla Christian Goodlow. Ashlyn Gopachun. Sachi Daniel Gauda. Jack Gordon Green. Benjamin Byrne Greenfield. Chloe Elizabeth Grimes. Camden Lacey Groff. Ian Ariel Grujon Camilo. Morgan Gu. Simran Gupta. Megan Elise Haiduk. Sydney Marie Haley. Alyssa Claire Haley. Tristan Ryan Hall. Jonathan Matthew Hancock. Aaron Lindsay Harmon. Deja Amel Harris. Foster Martin Harrison. Madison Nichols Hardy. Parsa Hassanipak, sorry. Caitlin Nicole Hassenfluck. Luke He. Shin He. Akash Venkatesh Hegde. Manuel Victor Hernandez. Erica Grace Hettenbach. Christian William Hickey. Marley Evelyn Hillam. Hannah Catherine Hinckley. Alicia Taylor Hinrichs. Carson Susanna Hodis. Anna Lynn Holman. William Chung-Ho Hong. Sydney Darden Hooley. Catherine Ann Hosford. Yi Ting Hu. Cindy Fan Huang. Mackenzie Blythe Hudson. Ashley Elizabeth Hunter. Albert Joseph Hutcherson. Gabriela Ivailova Ilyaryonova. Brian Jenkin. Ji-Soo Jung. Gan-Ho Peter Jung.
Sairi Jung. Fernando Jimenez Coppola. Edward Jin. Sydney Page Joel. Emily Elaine Johnson. Rebecca Lynn Jones. Bryce Darrell Jordan. Brandy Marcia Joseph. Jenna Ivy Koresh. Stephanie Taylor Karsten. Caitlin Marie Kennedy. Megan Ruth Kennemore. Christina Keys. Shamsia Unisa Khan. Tate Shiver Kidney. Arthur Young Kim. Daejeon Kim. Irene Esther Kim. Rin Kim. Nina Kim. Rachel Yoon-hee Kim. Sean Jin Kim. Soo Yun Kim. Ye G. Kim. Jerome Eric King. Robert Mason King. Kate Kinney. Reina Evangelista Quino. Kari McCall Kirkland. John Francis Klusner III. Song Il Ko. Julian Mitchell Kahneman. Carlina Ray Kohler. Emily Goodman Kramer. Cameron Abigail Lacey. Elora Blanco Lala. Zachary Daniel Langford. Cameron Charles Lango. Samantha Nicole Larson. Kimberly Anahai Leo. Ashley Victoria LeBlanc. Madison Brooke LeBlanc. Megan May LeBlanc. Abigail Elaine Lee. Eric Soon Hoon Lee. Galim Lee. Hyun Jiu Lee. Kevin Lee. Janet Lee. Kyun Yob Lee. Renee Lee. Seyun Lee. Stuart Sejong Lesong. Rachel Heidi Leaf. Jason Aaron Levinson. Kelsey Yunjia Lee. Haley Alexis Liebenow. Brian Lim. Wei Lang Liu. Emily Louise Livingston. Akira Lloyd. Jared William Lockey. Alexandra Scarlett Lottie. Jack Michael Lowe. Rebecca Paige Lublin. John Loom. Sierra Nicole Lynch. Philip David Lynn. Danielle D. Mikowski. Tala Malik. Ananth Manivannan. Janet Johning Mao. Anne Mary Marcinkowski. Michael Dean Marianos. Brian Tori Martin. Brianna K. Martino. Rebecca Julia Mayo. August Elliott McAllister. Thomas Martin McCarty. James Marshall McCormick. Joseph Thomas McDonald. Susan Olivia McDonald. Courtney Lee McGrath. Dallas James McGuire. Madison K. Teresa McGuire. Isla Karina Bravo McClellan. Danielle Elizabeth Mead. Monique Helena Malin. Evan Price Meloris. Colin Thomas Mena. Hayden Aubrey Merrick. Julianne Miao. Hannah Elise McCallis. Bria Gabrielle Mickle. Maria Esteli Maharis. Joshua J. Min. Colette Marie Minter. John Kiran Mitra. Caroline Stewart Mock. Armin Edmonds Mohammed Ezedic. Lawson Olivia Mole. Abby Lynn Moeller. Jane Elizabeth Molchan. John Frederick Monahan. Benjamin Robert Moncton. Evan Jamin Moon. Carson Andrew Moore. Jalen Malik Moore. Jordan Elizabeth Moran. Matthew Joseph Moran. Tyson Jawan Morgan. Hannah Rose Morrison. Emily Rose Moses. Chikizu Dion Mucker Jr. Sebastian Alberto Munez Monsalve. Natalie Grace Murphy. Syed Niall Marchetti. Alexis Nicole Myers. Kelsey Paradise Nagel. Kevin Daniel Knowledge. Hannah Ifa Nazir. Hunter Michael Neely. Gunnar Beck Nelson. Christopher Gennaro Netuno. Caroline Elizabeth Newhoff. Colby Nicholas Newton. Margaret Hannah Knowlton. Carol Ann Oakes. Perry Lester Odachowski. Hyun Jeong Oh. Robert Davis Oppenheimer. Madeline Christine Oster. Austin Chadwick Otto. Jamie Gray Overton. Risha Peirik. Daye Park. Do Hyun Park. Jamie Alejandro Patino. Renee Stephanie Patrick. Robert Noah Perry. Nikki Wong Fu Ung. Haley Adriana Pierce. Reagan Cooper Pfeiffer.
Sarah
Hazel Christine Platt. Courtney Taylor Poole. Brittany Lynn Porsche. Renee Nicole Poza. Michaela Ann Poe. Brianna Nicole Price. Courtney Renee Pulicello. Justin Wood Putanesca. Roma Comer. Anita Ellen Qualls. Sakurtha Rachalapavola. Sarah Beth Radman. Afsana Rahman. Sada Annalise Reyes. William Nolan Roush. Lauren Elizabeth Reamer. David Austin Reese. Hallie Morgan Rhodes. Jacob McKinney Ryder. Christian Henry Roberts Wallace. Emily Ruth Robinson. Andres Philippe Robideau, sorry. Renee Maria Rockus. Jordan Princess Roddy. Maria Andrea Rodriguez Duran. Mariana Rodriguez Duran. Alexander Philip Root. Ava Nicole Rosario. Anna Elizabeth Rose. Shane Kyle Rosen. Lauren Louisa Rosenberg. Marissa Clay Rothfarm. Caroline Haley Rothrock. Krishna Madhav Sambhu. Alyssa Brooke Sargon. Katharina Allegra Strock. Tyler Lee Schroeder. Natalie K. Schroeder. Jason Bradley Schultz. Brianna Elise Scott. Travis Antoine Scott II. McKenna Elise Sendobri. Rodman Edward Shaw. Joseph McKay Sheehan. Mackenzie Bent Shear. Sullivan Fraser Shelton. Patrick Jongjun Shin. Margaret Pilyong Shin. Allison Elizabeth Shore. Eric Samsel Schusted. Ryan Matthew Siegfried. Bruce Lloyd Silk. Ryan William Silk. Gage Daniel Silling. David Joseph Silverman. James Walton Simmons II. Garrett Evan Sims. Sydney Sinclair. Margaret Ann Slajeski. Alexander Maximilian Sloman. Ethan Blue Smiley. Jana Michelle Smilowitz. Margaret May Smith. Elizabeth Curry Sockwell. Kevin Somu. Sinclair Lodge Sore. Gabrielle Guerra Soder. Jack Elliott Spencer. Luke Thomas Starks. Jackson Wallace Stewart. James Andrew Stewart. Gilad Stolarski. Emily Caroline Stone. Michael Chase Paul Strollo. Juan Jin Sun. Danielle Isabel Surowitz. Megan Annette Sussman. Sarah Jean Sussman. Madison Haley Swan. Morgan Anastasia Swan. Kenya Marie Swanson. John Robert Swenson. Jordan Wolf Tahari. Harsh Alpesh Tapara. Krishna Vamsi Tataneni. Benjamin Albert Taylor. Shivani Thoretti. Sasafana Thong. James Swatsy Townsell. Peter Jefferson Tripodis. Alyssa Lynn Tromer. Santiago Emmanuel Trujillo. Kevin Anthony Trong. Anna Taylor Tuggle. Alana Ray Turi. Jessica Zhang. Vera Ucha. Lindsay Daniel Ulmer. Daniel Afam Hunaje. Anna Maria Villeneuve. Gabriel Morris Villeneuve. Nathan Kennedy Viglet. Anna Maria Volpe. Brittany Jane Boswinkle. Melissa Gwen Waits. Nicholas Timothy Walker. Justin Mark Wall. Jacob Robert Warren. Natalie Francis Warren. Christina Renee Wayne. Enoch Andrew Webb. Kevin Austin Webb. Lindsay Catherine Webb. Seth James Wernick. Sophia Danielle Wetzel. Roderick Eugene Whitlow. Kathleen Margaret Wicks. Jenna Kathleen Wiederholt. Drew Jameson Wickland. Victoria Ann Williams. Amira Williamson. Colton Matthew Williamson. Noah Allen Wilmot. William Blaine Whitstock. Cecilia Judith Lisa Wu. Edward Naha Zhao. Catherine Zhongyu Hui. Yoon Jin Yoon. Timothy Yoon. Emily Caroline Young. Perry Christina Young. Syed. Sid Zanzoon. Javier Zavala Morales. Gage Michael Zarang. Jason Xu Zhang. Lily Joe. Happy birthday, Jack!
Hi, I'm Katie Tortorello, president of the senior class. It's an honor to be standing in front of y'all today. It's been an amazing 4 years at Johns Creek getting to know all of you. This is such a talented class with incredibly bright futures. I look forward to hearing and reading about all the wonderful things you will accomplish in the years to come. I truly wish each and every one of you love, happiness, and success in everything you do. And now, on to important business. The final official step of the ceremony is the turning of the tassel, our transition from candidate to graduate. This is the last thing standing between us and our diplomas. Fellow members of the class of 2015, I invite you to stand at this time. Please take your tassel with your left hand and move it from right to left with me. Congratulations, graduates of the class of 2015. We did it!